Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a palette review. This was requested and I was so happy because I have been using it for like at least 2 weeks now, and I really have been enjoying it. So as you can see from the title, I am here to review the Bare Minerals The Nature of Nudes palette. Now this is what the box looks like. It is $42. I did purchase mine, I believe, at Ulta. I think this is an Ulta one. I haven't seen it at Sephora, and I'm sure Bare Minerals has it on their website themselves. Now this is $42, and the reason why I'm very excited about this palette is because finally Bare Minerals comes out with just an eyeshadow palette itself. Normally they come out with sets where you get a blush, bronzer, highlighter, or you get like 6 eyeshadows and blushes, or bronzers, or it's just they have quads, duos, or the most that I have seen is an 8-pan palette. This is the first time they come out with 14 eyeshadows. These are the pressed, the ready made ones. I believe that's what they're called. Yeah, the ready eyeshadows. So they aren't the loose pigment ones that I absolutely love. I've been using Bare Minerals for over 10 years, the very first high-end company I ever invested my money in, and I have a special place in my heart for them. So when I saw this palette, I had to have it. So this is what the palette looks like. There are 14 eyeshadows in here. It is very sleek. It is as thin or a little bit thicker, but not by much, than the Lorac Pro eyeshadow palettes. But it is nice and sturdy. It's not that type of packaging like the NARS where it gets all dirty, which I do like. So this is what it looks like. Inside you do get a mirror, and you can peel this off, but this is just 3 different looks that you can do if you prefer. They always do something like this. And here are your eyeshadow palettes themselves. So you're probably looking at this and it says Nudes, and who else needs another Nudes palette? But I'm going to explain to you why I personally love this palette, besides the fact that I love Bare Minerals. First of all, you get 14 eyeshadows, which is awesome. Second of all, you do get a mixture of matte, shimmer, and satin finishes, so you can get a full look every time using just this palette alone. Now let me get to that for a second, because you're probably like, well, it might not be my colors. The beauty of this palette, which I personally love, is the fact that you get a row of basically warm tones and a row of cool toned eyeshadows. Normally you get one palette of cool, one palette of warm, or you get a few cool tones and a bunch of warm, or vice versa. The reason I love this one so much is because you get a row of each of them in this palette. Some eyeshadows are even neutral, where they can be used in both instances, which I personally have used, and I am wearing it today as well. So looking at this palette, you do see that some of them are mattes. I believe the only true mattes that I've seen in this palette are these 2 colors right here and this one down here. Those are the ones that I see that are true legit mattes. Now what I'm saying by true legit mattes is if you look at it up close, you do not see any shimmer or any type of sheen at all to it. These 2 right here do, oh actually, you know what, there are, this black one is a matte, I apologize. This one is a complete matte, so you do get 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 true mattes. These 2 right here, these come off as matte, but looking at them at the pan, you will notice there are some sort of flecks to them, a very, very finely milled gold and silver flecks to them. But when you place them on your eyes, you cannot tell that there are any shimmer, sparkliness, or anything. I actually have this one right here called Sonnet right on my outer V, and you can't tell that it has any shimmer. It comes off completely matte. So that's what I mean by true mattes. Looking at them, you only get 4, but in reality, you do get 6 in total. You get this beautiful shade right here, Truffle, which is what I'm wearing all over my lids. These 2 transition colors are amazing. I absolutely love these 2. I use them almost in every single look that I have used with this palette. This color down here is a beautiful mauve color. It's nice and soft, and you can do a simple look with this one right here. This one right here, I didn't think I was gonna like it. It's a satin finish, but it comes off so nice on the eyelids. It's a soft, subtle, kind of like that fairy soft look. It's so pretty. And this one right here is one of my favorites as well. This one's a rose gold pink, like a rosy pinky with a little bit of gold in it. and it just comes off so nice on your eyelids. That's the very first one I used. Now the downside to this that I will mention is these two right here are not matte. These have more of a satin finish. You will get a little bit of a sheen to your eye look using these, but they're not completely matte where you can like set your base with them. You're gonna have to find something else to set your base with, but these two are really nice as your brow bone or inner corner subtle highlight. So they're not extremely shimmery, but they're subtle enough where you won't really tell that it has any shimmer or glitter to it. It's like a really nice sheen, but it's not completely matte to set your whole entire eye look or eye base, primer, whatever it is you're going to use. So I'm going to show you swatches of these obviously so you guys can take a look at them. The names are also super cute with these. Whipped, Lost for Words, Truffle, East, Guest Star. They're very, very nice. None of these come off chalky on my eyes at all, and I've used every single color with the exception of the black. I have touched every single eyeshadow in this. I've been using it for a very long time since I purchased this. I've been using this constantly to really get a taste for it. You will get powdery kick up like you do with the Lorac Pro eyeshadows with this palette. So you have to be very soft and gentle, but the pigmentation, the blendability of these eyeshadows is there. If you own any of these pressed eyeshadows from Bare Minerals, they didn't cheap out on making a palette out of it. The formula is still the same. The softness is still the same. The pigmentation is still the same, as you guys can see on my eyeshadow look today. It really transitions exactly what you see in this palette, which is what I really do like, especially with these shimmery shades. These, when you actually swatch them, you may get some build up on your finger if you press way too hard on it because they're so soft. But overall, if you are the type of person that really likes to switch up the undertones of your eyeshadows depending on what you're wearing, depending on where you're going, I think that this is a great one. It's a great neutral palette, but still you get those pop of colors. You can use this during the daytime and transition it into a nighttime look all in just one palette, which is something I really enjoy. I can't get enough of this palette. I'm so impressed by it. I'm so happy. I was a little bit scared because this is the first time I see a full eyeshadow palette from Bare Minerals, and I wasn't sure if they were going to be the same quality as their typical eyeshadows, but it does perform exactly the same. I love it. I would definitely recommend this. This is a great palette to travel with as well because it's nice and sleek. I just cannot stop wearing that palette. It is just so great. All the cool tone eyeshadow looks that I have come up with it as well have been beautiful. So if you were wondering about it and were curious, to be honest with you, I would choose this one over the last Bare Minerals palette that I reviewed. That one is more of a niche kind of palette, even though you do get blushes, a highlighter, and a bronzer. But this one I feel like will appeal to a whole broad of people. It's not just specific people. I think that this will work for a lot of people. So I would pick this one over the other one, and they're both the same price, so you're not really losing out too much on it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. If you are new to my channel, welcome to the family. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you did like it. I will link this eyeshadow palette down in the description box, as well as all the names of the eyeshadows so you guys are aware of all the names of them. Thank you again for all of your support. I will catch you guys in my next video, and don't forget that a smile is the best makeup a girl can wear. Bye guys!